Tyler, thanks for joining me here today, man. So for anybody watching this video, just kind of explain a little bit about your farm operation and where you live at.
I'm from a small 1,000-person town in Cashton, Wisconsin. It's western side, close to the Mississippi. I got 120 or so dairy cows, and we got a small beef herd of 30, 40 cows. And my dad's got a beef herd, my brother's got a beef herd. So all together, we kind of run about 500 head and about 500 tillable acres.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's see. When did you join Legacy Farmer when?
January 21st.
You remember the day. You remember
Gotcha.
the exact day. Oh, good stuff. Okay, well, so what, prior to January 21st of 2020, what was not working in your life that made you make the commitment on that day to invest and join Legacy Farmer?
It just seemed like it could just seem like nothing would go right. I mean, if I make a decision, it wouldn't be the right one. Crap would be breaking, money's getting tight. The farming economy, especially dairy, just sucked. Well, it still sucks, but it's but it wasn't helping my mindset. I was kind of lost. I didn't really know what the heck I was doing. I wanted to keep farming, but I didn't know how to do it the right way. I thought I was doing everything right. I was working my butt off, but I was never getting any results.
Okay. Were you just stressed the hell out too all the time?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I was a ball of fire, just ready to explode on anything that wouldn't go right.
Okay. How did that impact things at home?
Oh, it made things really tense. Like, I don't know. I always said that my relationship with my wife was pretty good until I got into this, and then I was like, no, we weren't crap. We were falling apart. We were stale. I mean, you name it, anything that wasn't good about a relationship, especially with your wife, she was the one I always blew up on. And then if it wasn't her and my kids did something, I mean, they felt my wrath, and I couldn't help it.
Yeah. And it's just because of the stress on the farm and everything. You don't have any way to release it, don't have anywhere to put it. So unfortunately, we take it out on the ones that we love the most.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So what changed for you business-wise? Okay, what changed for you once you entered into Legacy Farmer?
Business-wise, I would say just thinking about my decisions and being able to take emotions out of them, and just basically running off facts, because being in my position, having the family farm and family in the back pocket of all the time, there's a lot of emotion tied to every decision you make and every animal you got. And I mean, and you could bring it right down to every animal's got a name. They're just like pets, and once you cross that line between pets and business, things get really cloudy, and then you kind of lose sight of your judgment.
Yep, 100%. What changed for you personally? Like, what'd you notice change in Tyler? I know there's been a lot of changes, but I'm interested for your point of view.
First of all, when I realized that I was the problem, because before I could blame anything and anybody and at any time. When I realized that I was the biggest problem, I couldn't get over it. I mean, I was just floored.
Mm-hmm.
So once I figured that out, my mind just opened up to the possibilities. And he said a couple things, and some other members said a few things, and it's just like, holy crap, yeah, I can do that. Or holy crap, I'm really good at that. I can do that too. And I could talk to anybody, so I could spell it in a way that they could understand. And I feel like I can understand in a lot of ways. And if not, I'm not afraid to ask, can you put that in a different way to help me understand that a little better? Yeah. Doing that, I mean, it snowballed the right way. I mean, I feel so much more mental space, mental clarity. I'm just more clear on what I'm doing in every day-to-day decision.
Okay. More confident as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel like the stacks helped you do that?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. We won't get into the real and rawness of the stack, but just so whoever's watching this, like, you utilizing the tools and the trainings and the things like that, that's what really created that clarity for you and opened that up for you, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would always have a problem and I would brush it off, or I'd blame it on somebody. And instead of, even trying to look at my problems before, no matter what it was, I didn't have any way to look at it other than my own view that I had right in front of me. doing this stack puts it basically on paper in text format, and you get just a different perspective. Even if I'm still going through the problem in the barn or out in the tractor or in the truck or whatever, it puts a different spin on it, and you can look at it from a distance and then create your own solutions.
Yeah.
Which is, it relates back to, like I was the problem. I didn't want to find my own solutions.
Yeah. No, I get it. So let's talk about making emotional decisions, okay? Because everybody in this industry today is we are built and trained to make emotional decisions and just kind of fly by the seat of your pants with these decisions. What's the dollar amount? If you had to estimate, what's the dollar amount you think you've lost because of emotional decisions and not having these tools to keep you focused on what facts are and not emotions?
I mean, immediate dollar amount, I have no idea. Probably 50 grand right off the bat. I have no idea. But then that just compounds and snowballs into more and more things because you're also losing out on opportunities to gain someplace else.
Yep. Yep. 50 grand per year.
Probably.
Yeah. That's the thing, man, is there's no small mistakes on the farm. Every decision you make, it's a multiple of maybe it's 20, 30 or 40 or $50,000 decision all the time, like on a regular basis.
Absolutely. And when you're driving by emotions and something breaks because you're just pissed off at the world, guess what? That thing that broke probably cost you 10 grand because maintenance isn't cheap anymore.
Yep, I know. Okay, what's the biggest thing you've noticed change for between you and your wife in the home front?
It's just like we're dating again, like back in high school. I mean, it's crazy, we're in love again, it's I don't even know how to explain it. I can't put it into words. I mean, I don't give her as many gratitude stacks as I should, but each one of them that I can send, I still have a hard time writing it down on how exactly I'm trying to feel, but it helps, and it just gets it out there and let her know that I care. I'm thinking of her, and I'm here for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it was your platform to express those things and stuff like that. Because the majority of guys today, like the guy watching this video, for example, how many guys every single morning they wake up, they're out the door, and they hardly ever talk to their spouses throughout the day?
Oh, that was me 100% 6 months ago. I'm up at 4:30 every morning out the door, and my wife would go to work all day. I wouldn't see her till 6, 7 o'clock at night. We'd finish chores, eat supper, get the kids rounded up, go to bed. And so out of 24 hours a day, there was maybe 2 or 3 hours that I'd spend there, and none of it was quality time.
Yeah, 100%. The thing is, man, is we've just all been trained to work and work some more and things like that. But it's like, we do that, but we're sacrificing the important things during that time frame too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Question number 3. What is your favorite thing about Legacy Farmer? We got all the tools, we got the trainings, we got the resources, the coaching calls, everything. Like, what is the one thing that you would say is the most valuable piece of what we're doing here?
I'm gonna break it down into ABC, 1A, 1A, 1B, 1C.
Okay.
For me personally, I love the stack. That it gets the story out of my head, gets whatever triggering me, making me pissed, my ideas, whatever. It gets it out of my head. We get it on front, and we can tackle it and look at it from a different point of view, and take care of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And part B is the coaching calls, because I have never met anybody in this network personally, never shook their hand, but I can relate to so many guys on here. It is unbelievable that we have the same problems. And when guys respond to me or my stacks, when I share them, I mean, it's like weights off your shoulders. Like, man, I'm not the only one going through this crap.
Yeah.
And then part C is when something ain't right, I can get a hold of you. I can get a hold of Joni. I can get a hold of Andy at the tip of a button.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty handy to be able to just use the tools that we have with like the phones and stuff, have our entire business and the entire network just on our own apps and running everything right there.
Yeah, there's an app for that.
There's an app for that. So with the coaching calls, man, this is what's crazy though, is for a long time, this is a question for you. For a long time, did you feel like you were the only one dealing with the problems that you had?
Oh, 100%. Like, I'd look around and at all the other local farmers and my peers around here, and why are you guys not having this problem? Why is things working for you? And why are things working for you? And well, I don't have that problem. I'm glad I don't have that problem, but it just, but that's the highlight reel that everybody's putting out in my area. And in here, we're going through the real crap. And if I got a problem and I say it out loud and it pisses somebody off on the other side of the country that's still in this network, big deal.
Yep.
But they ultimately learn from it, or somebody else does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and so like so many guys, man, and this is what's disappointing about the industry, is we live in isolation. We're by ourselves all day alone with our thoughts and our stories, and we feel like we're on this island and nobody gets us. We have no outlets to actually go and solve these problems and make these decisions. And in today's industry or today's market environment, like no decision is an easy decision. Like I think you will agree that the decisions that guys are making and women inside of our network, like they're hard decisions, but we've provided the training, the tools, and the resources to get them clear on what they
Absolutely.
do. Yeah. Okay. All right, man. So last question, and it's one about trust. Now, I've worked really hard to establish my trust inside of this industry. As you know, earning a farmer's trust, earning your trust in the beginning, right? It's kind of touch and go a little bit, right? So the question is what would you say to someone that's literally sitting on the fence about joining Legacy Farmer? They've watched all the testimonials, they've went through, they've listened to podcasts, they've watched some of the trainings like the boardroom video and those types of things. But they're literally like, what's the one thing you would say to somebody that's like, they're looking over the edge, like they're ready to go. There's one thing holding them back. What would Tyler say to them?
Normally when anybody comes in your driveway, they're trying to sell you something, a product, whatever it is. But here, you're not getting sold something. You're getting the opportunity to solve your problems or even help somebody else out. And it's unbelievable. You can talk to the guy that's on the other side of the country that's going through the same crap as you, or he just did it, and he can help you overcome whatever is in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah. How, let's talk about your experience, right? Because the trust wasn't all the way there when you committed yet, right? But you took the leap of faith, you made the jump. Why did Tyler make the jump?
I did know that whatever I was doing was not working. Right? That was the long and short of it. So when you were speaking your message on your podcast or whatever, I would look at that and say, man, I'm not the only one with these problems, and somebody else is going through this crap, and somebody else can help me figure this out. And the things that, I know what I know, but I also know what I don't know, and I'm man enough to admit that I know what I don't know. Mm-hmm. So when there's somebody else out there that will willingly help me figure out what I don't know and how to find the answer, not give it to me, but find it. That's the big thing right there. Is you put me in a room with anybody, and I swear I'll work them, but I need to know what we're going after first. Yeah. So when we're going after an answer, give me the route, and I'll do the work, long and short of it.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to do this, and